So one general questions to everybody, anybody can answer this. So when we are into a job and suddenly we are losing a job, so what kind of upskilling things which you have done in your past when you are in job, or what kind of networking activities you have done in the past, or what kind of methodologies you have adopted to retain your job or business, which can help the upcoming students, because the upcoming 2023 batch and 2024 batches are too much bothered about their future in IT and non-IT, looking at all this news on an everyday basis. You know, if you open TV channel, social media, everybody are talking about layoff or anticipated layoff. So the students who are at 2023 and 2024 been scared of what kind of career they have to take, or if at all they are suddenly lost a job, what kind of networking activities they have to do, and what kind of upskilling platforms like Udemy or any other platforms which you have experienced, can you suggest those platforms or networking methodologies?
Okay. So GS, here I would like to add few things. Like first of all, whenever, because things are very uncertain these days, even the COVID is about to hit again, which we are hearing. So people who are in a jobs and who those are like, prepare yourself, start having a develop one habit which is known as a save 10% of your salary, whatever you are earning. Like if you are earning 1,000 rupees, now start saving 100 rupees per month at least, because that will help you to fight out during your bad periods. Secondly, if the people is already laid off, ask for the help. Ask is only one solution where you get the help. Like let's suppose, as we are already discussing how they can ask, they can put the message over LinkedIn. People will definitely hold their hands to bring, either if the person, whenever I saw they need a job, I always, if I have a job, then I can give it. If I don't have that job, I always commenting for the better reach, so that that post get higher and higher. That person will get the better job, better prospects. So that we need to understand this thing. Thirdly, positive mindset. Instead of saying, okay, सब कुछ खत्म हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया, just think upon what we can do. Start applying. Better you are the champion to the LinkedIn, Naukri, you can guide them at the end how they can do all those things. But from my end is like, if they can put one single post either on any networking site, definitely they will get that help. So just instead of like being into insane or just thinking about the negative stuff, if we will switch our mind to the positivity, we'll start learning platform. There are n number of platforms. You are talking about one. There is a Coursera, there is a Allison, who is also providing a free of cost training. You can use the LinkedIn Learning, which is also, you have also free content over there. You don't need to spend it up. So that's where they can start thinking, then looking for a new opportunities. They can definitely get the results within a month time period. We have seen people getting a promotion, 100% promotion during the COVID period, instead after getting laid off just within 1 month of time span. Why? Because they have set the goals. As already Rupali said, we need to have a target, or we can set goals. They need to make a goal. I want, or I will get that job just within a 1 month of time period. So that's the thing.
Okay. So Rupali, from your opinion, how you network during your worst timings, and what are all the various steps you have taken which made you little more successful? Of course, since you are practicing meditation, you were in a state of mind where didn't affect it much. but action items, methods, what are all, any upskilling you did for getting a new job, or any networking you have did to get a new job? What you actually did?
Thank you for asking this question. First of all, follow your hobbies. Whatever the time spent gap you get, 1 week, 2 weeks, just follow your hobbies. Okay, with for self-satisfaction. Once you satisfied yourself, you get many ideas, which I experienced it. I started my Kathak practice. I started my yoga practice. I started my meditation practice, which I was like little bit away from, because of the office hours I used to get while driving only. I used to do the meditation whenever I get more, heavy traffic or something like that. But this is the opportunity. You have to spend time for yourself. I did that. I understand myself. I understand my potential. I understand my skills, where to develop. I got, because challenges were there, so no doubt, and acceptance that comes after this, all these three tools which I got it when COVID hit us. So thanks to COVID, actually, I should say that, because that was the era where I means all people, normally all my friends were happy, because they come to know that they are a best cook. They can cook, rather if their wife they are working, so they are not objecting on their personal life. Now both are working together, same like with my husband, because when I was in South Africa, he was like, how I can cook, you should teach me this. He started cooking now. So this is all happens. So these are the tools. First, introspect yourself, enjoy your hobbies, spend time with yourself, do yoga, exercise, whatever you want. As I shared with Heartfulness org, you get all the information with that. And apart from that, acceptance, which is because once you start acceptance, you will definitely get the solutions from that.
Okay, point taken. Jasmine, you're a leadership coach for healthy working culture. So what do you suggest your clients when he or she is coming to you on different dimensions of their problem, on what kind of solutions you provide?
Simply, yes, it's very like odd to listen. I'm a person who's very straightforward. If my CEO is coming, I will say, if he's wrong, I will straightforwardly say on his face, like, boss, you are wrong. Don't expect this kind of thing from my side. I'm not going to do that. Simply. And the clients who are approaching me, even I used to tell them when they're discussing their problems with me, like, Jasmine, we don't have a team, we don't have a good people in a team. I said, when you are hiring, are you hiring the people on a which basis you are hiring? Firstly, tell me this question. And if they're hiring a wrong candidates, then there is not problem with the candidate. Problem is with the CEO mindset.
Right.
So my leadership coaching is purely based, if you are ready to listen that you are wrong and you are ready to improve yourself, then you can approach me. That's all I can say. Because for me, I always believe it's a two-way communication process. If you want to create a healthy working culture, then you set example by yourself. If as a leader I will do the wrong thing, then my team will follow the same stuff.
True.
Right? And I always set this standards in my last organization. And even I believe very strongly, if you want to do something, you will allow your team to do same mishaps with you. So that is our duty. Being a leaders, we have to leave our legacy behind us. We don't need more followers. We needed more leaders. You can take an example. Like if my boss said, I want to grow my company to 100 crores, right? That vision is in his mind. It's not with me. It's not with my team. How they will push their work hard towards the company, right? So if you have some vision, you need to download it to the junior level as well. The team is going to work for you. You are just creating the business. You are giving them one setup. Try to understand on the leader's perspective as well. So if the layoff is happening today, it's not just the employees from the employees things. It's also somewhere employer mistake as well. Right? We can handle the layoffs in a very different aspects. Either we can create other opportunities to cater all those needs. to cater other people. Instead of, either we can give them a 2 or 3 months advance salary when they're leaving the company, so that they have a survival kit with them. Right? So these things we need to understand. As a leaders, we have more responsibility on our shoulders than our employees. If our employees are getting laid off, it's a leader's mistakes, because they are not able to present things in front of senior management or in front of investors that why we need that people. So we should always work on the middle grounds. We need to understand the junior level requirements and senior levels environment. So for that, communication is required. For that, that's where the healthy working cultures will come. And definitely in that culture, organizations will grow up to 100%. Whatever the scenario is, whether you call it a recession hit, whether it's a COVID, any kind of uncertainty. GS, you won't believe, in my organization when COVID hit, my boss was not ready to take all the employees on online mode. But I worked with a Singapore-based MNC. I know how to cater all these needs, virtual teams. I said, okay, boss, I will take that responsibility. Give me 3 months of time period. Don't leave any person behind. So that was a situation. Like do or die. People are looking out my face, right? Because if the 20% people will leave the organization, definitely work will hamper. I said you can give them their positions. I fight it out on continuously basis with my boss. No, we need that persons. I will take the responsibility. I will give you the output. And imagine, in 2020, the COVID started. In 2021, our company get the hike like 100% growth. So that was the amazement for us. And from that COVID period till now, company is growing. Company is not, whether the business are shutting down, we had a great growth in that company. And now that person, CEO, is not ready to go back to the offline mode. He's happy with this online things. So that's where we need to understand what backgrounds, we need to find out the middle ground. These are our responsibility. It's our organization. When we think like this way, these are my people, these are my family. Definitely there will be a lesser layoff. We can deal with this kind of uncertainties in a better manner.
Yeah. So final points from your side, Rupali, on what kind of preparatory aspect one should have inside and outside on the anticipated layoff, because many news, even just before this meeting, I'm hearing a lot of publications in India today, Business Standard, Forbes, and all that. People are saying, okay, mass layoff is going to start in 2023 and it's going to continue. So in this situation, definitely this state of mind is completely imbalanced with a job seeker. So what is your final points as a suggestion or actionable points for them to take it to the next level? Final points.
Oh, okay. Only three things. First is acceptance and ready to move on. Let go challenges. You have, because this time will go off definitely. COVID came, it went, and now the time will change. So I always look positive approach towards your life. And that only comes after doing the meditation, as I told you. So once you started focusing on the positive points, you will not look after the negative points. That is a simple criteria. Agar ek bar, means like once you filled your stomach with food, you will not look after other options like that. So this is the simple fundamental thing towards your life. Focus on your positive approach towards life, and definitely the solution is in your hand. Yes, apart from that, Jasmine were saying, but I think you just take whatever, means like it's a small suggestion. This layoff also comes with little bit superiority complex of the employers also. I've seen that because now junior people, they are underestimating old generations.
True.
Okay. Okay, because they think they know everything. Means they are not respecting older generations, and that's because of superiority complex. They are like literally asking for the resignations, forcefully resignation. You can say that, and it's also a part of layoff. Because one of my friend, he was so talented, IIT passed out, but only because of his simplicity, he couldn't survive for a longer time. And new generation guy who just did B, he's become a AVP and sitting on his head and demanding more money. And that guy was so simple that boss, whatever I'm getting, I'm happy with that, and I'm just moving ahead. So this genuinity is literally going off. Honestly, I'm taking it because I asked uncle, please, this is my company's key, you handle it. I don't want anything. I need your blessings. Whatever is getting is fine. That approach is totally lost. And I think that's mean I just, you were talking, so that mind click, that point clicked in my mind, because I've seen this because of the startups, because of the new generations overconfidence, and also like casual approach towards the career. Means I've seen that one of my staff is saying, ma'am, customer comes and goes, why you are so much taking stress? Because for me, each and every customer is a god for me. Because earlier there were no social media. I was handling with walk-in customers, and they were like family to me. And though all the online digital marketing has come up, but still I'm blessed with my old customers because of only and only the relationships. So I don't do marketing, I don't do any advertisement, I don't do anything, I don't go to any door. Only with my few clients I'm happy with that, because I'm getting my focus is like what I want in my life. Even I can't go and demand 300 crores, 400 crores, but I'm satisfied because I'm passionate about my profession. I love my profession. That is very important. Once you love your profession, whatever the situation comes, you will be happy with that. So I think, Jasmine, sorry, I'm just, if I'm not wrong.
That's okay. Actually, we all are here sitting like we are all are expert in our fields. We all are like passionate to talk about our professions, things. So if we will start, we will never stop it. It's like a never ending conversation, that's for sure. But yes, of course, it's everywhere. Leadership is required from senior to junior level. And it's our duties as a leader, we will pass on this legacy to the new generation so that they can learn.
Yes.
I will add it here, one example of Mahatma Gandhi. Even GS was aware of this thing. One lady came from England to Mahatma Gandhi because her child was very good fan of Mahatma Gandhi, and he was children were like a diabetic person. So, and that child was like eating lots of sweets. Mother was scared. She has only one way. Okay, might be Mahatma Gandhi say not to eat sugar. That my child will stop it. When they met first time, Mahatma Gandhi said, okay, come and meet me after 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, when that lady comes, Mahatma Gandhi simply said one line, don't eat sugar, child. That lady got surprised and said, why you hadn't tell my child this thing 2 weeks before? Mahatma Gandhi said one beautiful thing. As a leader, if I'm eating the sugar, how I can say one person don't eat? The same thing is like what you are telling me. I can understand our situation. The layoff is, as I told, it's always a two-way.
Yes.
We cannot like वो कहते हैं ताड़ी एक हाथ से नहीं बचती, ताड़ी बचने के लिए 2 हाथ चाहिए. So layoff के लिए employee भी जिम्मेदार है, employer भी. That's where I said we need to finalize a middle way. We have
Yeah.
to come up with the new ideas. We need to adopt a new era leadership where we
Yes.
can transform ourselves plus our juniors.
Yes.
Egos
fine.
बहुत बड़ी हो चुकी है.
Yeah. Thoroughly agree.
Point taken. I think the new dimension is towards the leadership capabilities and the action items which they have to execute in spite of different struggles which they face in the market, just because of funding or not getting projects or realignment of business model. They have to keep going and balance with their employees, because just because of their employees only they have grown this much, and suddenly they should not give a sudden shock in their life, which obviously will have a lot of moral values will get affected. Like once they feel that I am under layoff, then drastically the productivity goes at a very
Down.
crucial stage.
Yeah.
So that needs to be taken care by the leadership and management before getting into a layoff news or announcement just because of their own issues. So I think that's a point which we need to make it up. And for the people who are anticipating layoffs, there are a lot of tools and technologies and methodologies which we need to adopt. The thing is, like it is not one way which will help. We should approach in a multiple ways in terms of getting jobs, where networking becomes a major addition in our skill building itself, because most of the people, even IT or non-IT, doesn't work on networking when it comes to jobs. Once they are going to a job, they spend 8 hours to 10 hours, and that's it. There is no outside networking or outside professional membership. Nothing happens. That is why when they are losing job, they suddenly become alone, and there is nobody to help. So if you are anticipating those kind of things, start networking today. Connect with LinkedIn. Spend time with your fellow colleagues and relatives, and tell your situation openly that this is what I'm anticipating, and can you help? Becoming open and asking for help before the shock point arrives. So that's what the way forward. And we are going up with a lot of techniques and other methodologies in our upcoming videos. So keep watching that. And thanks for joining Rupali, Bidwai, and Jasmine Kaur for your valuable inputs and time to this session. And looking forward for more conversation in the upcoming sessions. Thank you so much.